So do you have any advice for other disabled people, specifically people with the same disability as you that are seeking to study abroad?
Um, well, I would definitely say for the people who have a similar or same disability as me, um, to not be so stressed out. Like, I was a little more worried, I think, than I should have been because I like the coursework was just not what I thought it would be. UVA is such an intense place, and my high school was also such an intense place. Like the rest of the world isn't like that. If anything, they're way more relaxed. Um, and the like, I mean, you pay a lot of money to go abroad. These people want you to succeed and they want you to learn. And beyond learning in the classroom, they want you to learn outside of the classroom. Um, so if you have any like learning disability, it's really nice because it's like different ways of learning. Like would take walking tours, and that's just not something I found here. And I highly recommend it to someone who has a similar disability as me. Um, I mean, I can't speak for anyone else, but I can see why it would be really difficult for people who are like more physically disabled to like move around. Um, but I'm trying to think if anyone in my program like had a physical disability. I definitely think like the people I was with and people I was working with were trying to be as accommodating as they could be. So like especially once I said something to my professor, he was super nice about it. Um, so like don't be afraid because like I guess like I would be like don't be afraid to go out and try it because they're normal, like friendly people, and if anything they're more relaxed than Americans and like they want you to have a better time than anyone in America does. So they're like really helpful. And I think that regardless of what my disability was, they would try to figure out a way to help me to like work beyond it, that I could be included.
Did you find any resources that were helpful while abroad to help you with your disability?
Um, I guess like one resource that I used was like relying on my classmate for notes when my professor moved too fast, which has only happened a couple times. And I guess that's more of an informal resource, but definitely having like a support group going abroad, that was something that I found really just difficult in general. Like going to a foreign city, I went with a couple of girls, and at first I wasn't as close with them, so I felt really lonely. But once I became closer with them, there were people I kind of knew, so it was easy to become closer with them. And I would say like that's ideal because I knew I could rely on them if I needed them. So like the one girl I had a class with, I knew that she would be there for me if I needed like any help with keeping up with the class. So yeah,
Mhm.
definitely having like some sort of like at least one person that you can rely on, or like trying to make some sort of friend in the program before you go. Like if you know like, oh, this person's going also, then like try to meet up and like get to know them because I think that was really important to my success there.